I received a question about the previous video that I made, and this one will hopefully provide a bit of an answer and a little bit more information to other users. 127 is a really important number in MIDI. MIDI messages are all 8 bits or 1 byte long, and the first bit on the left of any byte is used to tell us whether the information being sent is a status byte or a data byte. A status byte will tell the machine to change the status of a particular setting on the machine. For example, change the status of a note from off to on. The data byte that normally follows will indicate which particular note should then be switched on and off. A status byte is always represented by a 1, a data byte always represented by a 0. Now once the machine knows it's receiving a status byte or a data byte from the first bit of any byte it receives, this leaves only 7 bits to hold the rest of the information. The largest binary value that can be sent with the remaining 7 bits is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, which in decimal is 127. This is why 127 is such an important number and why it gets used quite a lot on some of the Kross and other synthesizer settings. Now pan is MIDI controller message number 10. So to get a note to pan, a status byte will be sent telling the machine to switch a note on and then to pan it. A data byte will follow telling the machine what note should be used. If you send a MIDI CC10 message, which is a pan message, and set the amount to 64, this is halfway between 0 and the magical 127. So in this case, if you send that 64 message, there'll be no panning at all. At the 0, the panning setting will be hard left, and at 127, the signal will be panned hard right. Now when using the note on AMS setting, Korg have made middle C the note 64. It's sat right in the middle. So if you use the AMS note on setting to control panning, if you press middle C, there will be no panning effect. As you press the keys to the left or to the right of middle C, the panning effect will change. The further you move to the left, the further the panning will go to the left. The further you move to the right of middle C, pressing keys up there, the pan will go to the right. Now the range of the panning effect will only work between keys C2 and C4, something which I don't think I really explained very clearly in the video, so I apologise for that. But hopefully you can see how that setting could work for panning and for other controls where you use note on messages such as filtering. So in the middle, any filtering that you apply will be virtually unheard, but left and right of that middle C on the keyboard, you'll start to hear deeper filtering effects.